Now, for this lesson, we're going to be talking about one of the differentiation rules. That is the chain rule. I've talked about a product rule. I've talked about the quotient rule. I've also shown you how to find derivatives for the different functions. Check the description box. There's going to be links for the other rules of differentiation. Now we're going to be focusing on the chain rule. Now, by definition, a chain rule is when you have a function within a function. So say maybe you have a function y. That function y, you differentiate. After differentiating, you're going to take the function within this function and differentiate it. The results that you get, you're going to multiply. Now he has explained this thing here. So you have this, you're taking the derivative of y, which is basically this, right? And then you're going to take the derivative of this smaller function. And then the result that you get, you're going to multiply the two derivatives, okay? You're going to multiply the two derivatives. Now, let's have this as our first example. All right. When using the chain rule, in other instances, they might even ask you to use the substitution method. Okay, use the substitution method. I'm gonna use it. Okay, I'm gonna show you the way I do a chain rule. Then I'm gonna show you the substitution method. Okay, so we're gonna start off with this function. So we wanna find the derivative for this function, and keep in mind we are differentiating with respect to x. So here they want us to differentiate with respect to x. They want us to differentiate with respect to x, I mean. So the first derivative, or the derivative of the f function, is going to be, we want to take the derivative of this function, right? I have two functions here, by the way. I have the log function as well as the cosine function, and the cosine function is within the log function. So we're going to start off by differentiating the big function, which is the log. So the derivative of log cos x, it's 1 over cos x multiplied by, so I just differentiated the y function in this case, right? Now we're going to differentiate the u function, okay? The u function. So what is the derivative for cos? It's negative sine x, okay? So we're going to simplify this a bit further. We're going to have f prime of x is equal to a minus sine x over cos x. So dividing these two, we know that this is a identity of tan, so it's going to be a minus tan x. So this is the derivative, okay? Or you can use the substitution method. I've seen cases where they request you or ask you to find the derivative for this using the substitution method. So we're going to do this. This is f of x equal to ln cos x, okay? So we're going to let or allow the function within the other function to be u. So we're going to say let the internal function cos x be u. So we're going to say let u be equal to cos x. We're going to say let u be equal to cos x. So now I have a function in terms of u. This is ln of u, okay? Ln of u, or log of u. So therefore, we're going to find the derivative of y. This is our y. dy is going to be, dy dx is going to be, okay. Now, all right, we're going to find the function, the derivative of the function y in terms of u. So we're going to differentiate y with respect to u first. So it's going to be equal to 1 over u multiplied by du over dx. This is going to be equal to 1 over u multiplied by, what is the derivative of u with respect to x? So differentiating this with respect to x, it's going to give us minus sine x. Okay, minus sine x. Okay, so then we're going to substitute back 1 over the u, it's cos x. Yeah, I feel like I'm confusing myself, but muni warni. Simplifying this further gives us what? It gives us a minus sine x over cos x. This is now equal to a minus tan x. So this is our derivative. I was actually supposed to write this like in this fashion, this way. Yeah, yes, and erase this part. I was supposed to say dy dx here and write this dy over du, write this, multiplied by du over dx. So we are actually differentiating with respect to x, right? Not with respect to u, but I'm differentiating the first function with respect to u because I expressed my function as in terms of u. So the derivative for this, it's actually this. The derivative for du over dx is this. Okay, so now I'm putting back the u in terms of x. This is what it is, and then we multiply, it takes us back to that. So in order to apply the substitution method, you need to know this formula. Okay, you need to know this formula. Now let's take a second example. So we have this, we're gonna say y equal to, remember I'm starting with my own way of finding a derivative, so I'm essentially using the chain rule without having to use the substitution method. This is my way of finding the derivative, and which is the method I prefer. But in a question or in an exam, if they ask you to use the substitution method, now you know how, right? I'm also going to show the substitution method for the second example. Now we want the derivative with respect to x. This is my function. I'm going to differentiate this and differentiate the function inside and multiply the outcomes. So dy over dx is equal to, this half multiplies the 1 in front. We're going to have a half of 3x squared minus 5x plus 8. A half minus 1, it's minus half. Remember, when we do it differentiation, we take the exponent, multiply the coefficient, and take away 1 from the exponent, multiplied by the expression or the function inside the big function, which is going to be 6x minus 5, right? Then we multiply, we have a 1 over 2, 6x minus 5, and then a 3x squared minus 5x plus 8 raised to exponent minus half. Okay, minus half. But we have to leave our exponents with positive exponents and leave it in start form where necessary or applicable. So it's gonna be this with a negative exponent. This with a negative exponent should be taken or made the denominator, right? So this is gonna be a 1, 6x minus 5. Okay, this one, it's this one, divided by 2 3x squared minus 5x plus 8 raised to exponent positive a half is equal to 6x minus 5 over 2 square root of 3x squared minus 5x plus 8. Alright, so I have a exponent as a fraction, so I'm gonna write it as a SAD. Now let's use the substitution method as well. Okay, so we're gonna start off by letting u be equal to 3x squared minus 5x plus 8. Okay, plus 8. Now the y becomes the square root of u. The square root of u. Now, dy over dx is equal to dy over du multiplied by du, not dy, du over dx equal to, what is dy over du? This I'll have to write as u over, raised to exponent a half. So the derivative of y with respect to u, I'm differentiating this, gives me a half u raised to exponent minus half multiplied by the derivative of u, with respect to x. So I'm taking this and differentiating this with respect to x. What do I have as a result? I'm gonna have a 6x squared, 6x, not 6x squared, but a 6x minus 5x, because the derivative of 8 is 0, it's a constant. So this is 5x equal to, alright, so this is gonna be a 1, 6x, what am I doing? That's not 5x, but just 5, but 5, alright, so 6, yeah, it's 5, minus 5 over 2u positive a half. Okay, positive a half. Then I'm gonna replace the u with the 3x squared, so it's gonna be a 6x minus 5 over 2u. Okay, but now since I have an exponent as a half, it's a rational exponent, so I'm gonna change this or convert it to a square root. U, it's that 3x squared minus 5x plus 8. This is my answer. This is my derivative. Okay, one last example. We have this again. You'll have to use the chain rule, because we have a function within a function. So the bracket raised to exponent 9, it's a function itself. Whatever is inside the bracket, it's another function. So I'm dealing with a chain rule. I'm going to apply the chain rule in this instance. So dy with respect to x is equal to 9 2x cubed plus x raised to exponent 8 over 9 times 1, it's 9. 9 take away 1, I'm left with 8, multiplied by, then we differentiate whatever is inside the bracket. So this is going to be a 6x squared plus 1. The derivative for an x is just 1. Okay, then we multiply. I have a 9 6x squared plus 1, open bracket, 2x cubed plus x raised to exponent 8. This is my answer. Now I'm gonna leave you with an exercise for you to differentiate this using the substitution method. Okay, so I'm gonna end the lesson here, and I'm gonna see you on the next recording. But if you have any questions, let's talk in the comment section. For now, stay strong.